Students, welcome back. In the previous video, we had learned some important concept based on angles and pairs of angles. So, children, now let's proceed further and learn some more concept related to this chapter, that is angles and pairs of angles. Now, children, in that the last topic what we had covered was angles in a linear pair. Now, since this topic angles in a linear pair is very important, children, for you all, so again we will revise that taking by some examples also. Now see children, angles in a linear pair, what we had defined in the previous video means angles with a common arm. Yes or no children? Angles with a common arm and the other arms forming a straight line. Now here you can see I have drawn one angle. Here pair of angle I have drawn with a common arm and the other arms are forming a straight line. Such pair of angles are said to be angles in a linear pair. Now for example, now see here children, your angle APB, your angle APB and angle BPC and angle BPC. Okay children, angle APB and angle BPC. Okay, they have one common arm, that is the which arm is common children? Which arm is common? Arm PB is common. Okay, and the other arms, now suppose if you take this angle BPC, one arm is PB, other arm is PC. This arm, okay, it's forming a straight line with the other arm of the other angle, that is angle APC. So you can see that other arms are forming a straight line. Such pair of angles are said to be angles in a linear pair. Okay children. Now one more thing was I had told in that video that the sum of measures of angle children, sum of measures of angles in a linear pair is 180. Always remember that they are supplementary, or you can say 180. So therefore your measure angle APB, that is APB plus measure angle BPC is equal to 180 degree. Okay children, so two things you have to remember for angles in a linear pair. First of all, that they will have a common arm. Second thing, the other pairs will be forming a straight line. And third thing you have to remember, the sum of the measures of the angles in a linear pair is 180 degree. Clear children? So I hope the definition is very clear. You can call it as supplementary also, because 180 means supplementary. Now here I have drawn one more angle. We have taken, suppose with example let us understand. Suppose I have drawn one angle over here. Here we have drawn an angle and we have named this angle. Suppose I name this angle as angle 1. You can name with the letters also children. Suppose this angle is my 1 and this angle is my angle 2. Angle 1, suppose measure of angle 1 is 135 degree. Okay children, measure of angle is 135 degree. Then what will be the measure of angle 2? Okay, so question is, what is the measure of angle 2? So what is the question? Measure of angle 2 equal to how much? Okay children, now you can see children that this angle 1 and angle 2 is forming nothing but a linear pair. Yes or no children? This is forming angle 1 and angle 2 is forming a linear pair. Why? Because you can see this one arm is common between both the angles and the other arms are forming a straight line. Okay children, therefore measure angle 1 plus measure angle 2 will be 180 degree. What is my measure angle 1? This is 135 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Therefore my measure angle 2 will be 180 minus 135 degree, and that will be equal to children how much? That is equal to 45 degree. Clear children? So my angle 2 is 45 degree. Now you can do, these are the steps of writing the geometrical, how we write in geometry. These are the steps. Now somewhere you are asking, the question comes for 1 mark. There you can do orally also. Suppose this is 135. We know that sum of angles in a linear pair is 180. So 180 minus 135 and that will be 45. Clear children? So this way you can calculate you can find the angles in a linear pair. If we take one more example, you can copy this example children, and for better understanding children, you can see the video recap the video again and again, and you can see, so the concept becomes more clear. If I draw one more angle, say for example, if I am drawing, say for example, this angle. Now you can see, children, okay, now I have drawn an angle here. Suppose if I name this angle as angle 3, say for example, this is my angle, this is my angle 3, and this is my angle 4. Now here you can see that, children, this is one common arm, okay, this is one common arm, and other arms are forming a straight line, okay. So this both angle 3 and angle 4 are forming angles in a linear pair. If I give a name also, P, Q, R and S, if I give the name, so you can see that PQR, angle PQR and angle PQS, okay children, both are forming angles in a linear pair. Why? Because their one arm is common, PQ is common in this angle also, PQR in angle. So here we are getting two angles, that is, which are the two angles? Angle PQR, and the other angle is your PQS. So which arm is common? PQ is common for both the angles. Second thing, the next arm is forming a straight line, hence these both angles are angles in a linear pair. And here you can see that since it is a perpendicular, so this angle is 90 degree, children. If this is 90 degree, so this angle also will be, this angle is 90, so this also will be 90. 90 plus 90, 180 degree, that is sum of angle is 180 degree. Hence you can solve and you can understand that how angles in linear pair can come. Now this also example, this was your second example, you can draw and keep for your knowledge and understanding. Now if I take one more example, say for example, one more if I am drawing, say for example, now here children, if suppose this angle is, say for example, 140 degree, children, this angle is my 140 degree, and this angle, okay children, suppose this angle we need to find. Now here the question is this both angle a linear pair? First question is, we have to see whether it is forming a linear pair. Now here children, can this both angle, is this both angle forming a linear pair? You will think yes or no, children, is it forming a linear pair? No, it's not forming a linear pair. See why? Because this arm, okay children, this arm is common, but then between both these angle, okay, this angle and this angle, say for example, if I give the name of the angle as angle 5 and angle 6, so both this angle, this arm is there, but then what about the second arm? Is it forming a straight line? This should come where it should be, it should be where? Here, this way, right? So since it is not forming a straight line, right, this arm is forming a straight line, but what about this arm, this second arm of the other triangle or other angle? This is not forming a straight line. If this would be forming a straight line, then this both angle would be angles in a linear pair. Hence here my angle 5 and angle 6 are not angles in a linear pair, are not angles in a linear pair. Clear children? See to the figure again carefully. This one arm, this your arm is a common arm, this is a common arm, but the other condition what was there, that the other arm should form a straight line. This is forming a straight line, but the other one arm of the other angle is not forming a straight line. It should be where? It should be like this way straight. It should be here. So, understood children? If I extend with the dotted line, if it would be like this way here, then it would be angles in a linear pair. Since it is down, so it is not an angle in a linear pair. So I hope children, with this you have understood what is meant by angles in a linear pair with all these examples. Okay, now moving to the next topic, that is very very important, that also, that is vertically opposite angle, children. Vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. Now children, this vertically opposite angles are formed, when two lines intersect, children. When two lines intersect, we get vertically opposite angles. So you can write here definition: when two lines intersect, we get vertically opposite angles. Okay children, when two lines intersect, we get vertically opposite angles. Say for example, if I am drawing a rough figure, suppose I am drawing this one line, I am drawing this second line. Now if I name this line as my AB and this line as CD. Okay children, now you can see that both the lines are intersecting at one common point, that is, say for example, if I name this point as P. Okay children, so now since both the lines are intersecting at one common point P, now how many angles are forming? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I name this angle as, suppose if I give the names to the angle as, suppose this is my angle 1, this is my angle 2, suppose this is my angle 3 and this is my angle 4. Okay children, for simple understanding I am taking the numbers, or else you can also name. Now what is the name of the angle 1? In if I use the letters, it will be angle, what will be the name of angle 1? APD. So what is my angle 1? In letters it will be angle APD, angle APD. So like that way you can name the other angles also. Now here children, you can see that here I have named the, when two lines intersect, line AB and my line CD, both are intersecting, I am getting how many angles? 4 angles. Okay children, therefore here this angle 1 and angle 3, okay, carefully see children, angle 1 and angle 3, here my angle 1 and angle 3, okay, angle 1 and angle 3, you can see they are opposite side of each other, they are on the opposite side of each other, hence they are called as what? Angle 1 and angle 3 are called as vertically opposite angles. Okay children, vertically opposite angles. Now you can see children, here same way angle 2 and angle 4 are opposite to each other, yes or no, are on the opposite side to each other, that is angle 2 and angle 4. So this both angles are also called as, the second pair of my angle 2 and angle 4 forms second pair of vertically opposite angles. Okay children, so here I am writing angle, how many pairs? So when two lines intersect children, two lines intersect, we get two pairs of vertically opposite angles. Okay children, when two lines intersect, we get two pairs of vertically opposite angle. Your first pair is angle 1 and angle 3, first vertically opposite pair of angle, angle 2 and angle 4, second pair of vertically opposite angle. And always remember the important property of vertically opposite angle. Property, you can write here, property of vertically opposite, I have written in short form children, vertically opposite angle is that these both angles, that they are of equal measures. So they are of equal measures. This is the property of vertically opposite angle. What is the property? Vertically opposite angles is that they are of equal measures. Now what is meant by equal measures children? So here it means that children, your angle 1, okay, angle 1 is equal to angle 3. That means measure of angle 1 is equal to measure of angle 3 and measure of angle 2 will be equal to measure of angle what? 4. Clear children? Suppose if I say for example your angle 1, if I say suppose my this angle is say for example 70 degree, then children my angle 3 also will be 70 degree. Okay children? Okay, so if this angle is 70 degree, then this angle also opposite to that, that is angle 3 also will be 70 degree. Now here only we have to suppose Now here we have got one pair of vertically opposite angle. I know, suppose angle 1 is given, it is 70, so my angle 3 is also 70. But suppose you are coming across some question that what will be the measure of angle 2 and angle 4. That means this type of questions when come, you will be given the measure of only one angle, children, and you are supposed to find the measure of all the three angles. Okay children, measure of one angle will be given and you have to find the measure of other three angles. In that case children, first of all you will see what is vertical, which angle is vertically opposite to it, that will be equal. So one angle you have already got, that is 70. Now remaining these two angles, so how are we going to solve and how are we going to find? Let's see. Now, and children, these properties you will learn that vertically opposite angles are of equal measure, very important. So you are going to write down and learn it. Okay. Now see children, if you observe very carefully, if you observe this very carefully, your angle 1, okay children, angle 1 and angle 2, observe carefully, angle 1 and angle 2 is forming what children? Here angle 1 and angle 2 is forming what type of angle? You can see what type of angle it is forming. Here see, like this way it is forming, like, okay. So angle 1 and angle 2, if you observe carefully, it is forming nothing but angles in a linear pair. Yes or no? Why? Because your one arm is common and the other arm is forming a straight line. So, and we know that means what children? Your angle 1, okay, and angle 2 are forming, angle 1 and angle 2 is forming linear pair, Yes or no children? And we know sum of measures of the angles in a linear pair is 180 degree. Therefore measure angle, okay children, therefore here I am writing, therefore measure angle 1 plus measure angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Yes or no children? This both is forming a linear pair, so it is 180 degree. Now angle 1 is 70 degree plus, therefore 70 plus measure angle 2 is equal to 180. Therefore angle 2 is equal to 180 minus 70, and that is equal to how much children? 110. That means measure angle 2 is 110. Now children, if here angle 2, therefore I will write measure angle 2 is equal to 110 degree. What we can say about measure angle 4? What will be the measure of angle 4? Now this is my 110 degree. Suppose angle 2 is 110 degree children, then angle 4 also will be 100 and this also will be 110 degree. Why? Because they are the vertically opposite angles. So I will be writing therefore, now therefore measure angle 4 is equal to measure angle 2. Why? Because in bracket they are what? Vertically opposite angles, and they are, we know vertically opposite angles are equal. Therefore measure angle 4 is equal to measure angle 2, and that is equal to 110 degree. So children, once you, this both are going simultaneously together, vertically opposite angle and angles in a linear pair. Okay, so you have to understand, and this is a very important topic, both angles in a linear pair and vertically opposite angle. Now I hope you have copied. Let us move further. You can take many examples, okay children, you can take many examples of it. Okay, you can draw some figures of your own also, and suppose like you can draw like this way, and you can take, say for example, this is 60 degree, what will be measure of other 4 angles, so you can practice of it. Okay children, for homework I may give you all some questions based on these angles in a linear pair, you need to calculate. Okay, and now the last topic, that is very last topic also is very important, that is exterior angle children, that is exterior angle of a triangle. Now children, this is the last topic of this chapter, that is revision chapter, that is angles and pairs of linear pair. After this, then we will be moving to the second chapter of that is 8th standard, that is parallel lines and the transversal. Now exterior angle of a triangle. Okay children, Now suppose if I am drawing a triangle, say for example I have drawn a triangle. Suppose I am drawing this triangle A, B and C. Now see children, if I say that which side is opposite to angle A, side which is opposite, now we know that every triangle has 3 angles and 3 sides, that you already learned in your previous classes. Okay children, and now okay, now suppose if I take this angle A, okay, if you consider take angle A, then opposite side to this angle A, side which is opposite to angle A, okay, I am writing here side opposite, okay, side opposite to angle A. So what is the side? That will be your, you can say it is BC, yes or no? Now the side opposite, same way children, I can also, you can also say which will be the side opposite to B, that will be AC, and which will be side opposite to C, that will be your AB. Yes or no children? Now if I say, suppose this you wrote about the side, if I speak about the angles, okay, opposite angles, if we say, so which is the angle opposite to, angle opposite to angle A. Suppose if I speak about the angles now children, which angles are opposite to angle A? That will be angle B and angle C, yes or no? So opposite angle to angle for angle B will be angle B and angle C, yes or no children? Angle which is opposite to A will be angle B and angle C. Similarly, angle opposite to B, which angle? Opposite angles for angle B will be angle A and angle C, angle A and angle C. Same way, angles opposite to C will be, angles opposite to C will be, C will be opposite angles, you can write in short, opposite angles opposite to C will be which angle children? Angle A and angle B. So this you have understood, okay, which side is opposite and which angles are opposite considering one vertex or one angle. Okay children, now with, okay, so this much you have understood. Also we have learned about interior and exterior of an angle. This portion is nothing but, this is your interior portion of the angle, yes or no children? This is the interior portion of the angle, and you know, remaining all the portion, that is remaining all the area, this will be the exterior of an triangle ABC, yes or no? This portion is the interior of triangle ABC, and outside this, outside that is the exterior portion of the angle, okay, of a triangle ABC. Now okay children, in the next video we'll continue with this topic only, exterior angle of triangle. I'll be sending one more video which will explain more detail in exterior angle of a triangle. Okay, thank you for watching children. Continue, one more video I'll be making now, so explaining the exterior angle of a triangle.